What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can see success selling life insurance in 2024. If you're new, if you're struggling, or you're just wanting to increase from 10, 20, 30,000 to 40, 50,000 and beyond. If we have not yet met, my name is Johnny Nitafan. I'm a life insurance agent. I've sold over $750,000. And in this video, I really want to share and break down what others won't, won't break down about this business, the expectations that you need to have moving forward. And then on top of that, how you're able to scale the business without emotion. Because one of my mentors once told me, once you take the E out of emotion, you stay in motion. And so how do you practically do this in your life insurance business? Well, I'm going to be breaking down with you guys, what metrics you need to hit so you can make $10,000, $20,000 a month. And so you can scale your business to whatever capacity. So first things first, you want to track your metrics. What metrics am I talking about? There's two sets of metrics that you want to be tracking so that you can scale to whatever capacity that you want, right? And I say that whatever capacity because for you, it might be $5,000 a month. Like, hey, Johnny, if I can make an extra $5,000 a month, I'd be happy. But I mean, you're probably sitting here watching this video because you want to make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month. This video is probably going to be more for you, but whatever this looks like for you in your situation, take it and run with it. So if you're wanting to say, hey, you want to make $20,000 a month, what practically do I need to do every single day so I can hit that goal? The first thing is setting expectations. And what do I mean by that? Setting input goals rather than outcome goals, right? And output goals, because you can backtrack your results based on the input, but the reality is you can only control the input that you put in. So might as well commit to a goal that would make it unreasonable for you not to succeed being able to hit your goal, right? And a lot of times what I see people, because I talk with tons and tons of agents just like you guys, or even some of you guys I've hopped on calls with, and you have these massive goals, right? $50,000, $60,000, $20,000 a month, but you're at $3,000 a month now. And there's no motivation behind really actually achieving those goals. And what I found in my life for me personally, and also mentors that I've had and coaches that I've paid tons of money, is that they've shared with me, create a meaningful goal. Literally, first things first, map out what your dream life would be and figure out and do research, spend an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours a day even to figure out exactly what your dream life looks like and how much it costs, right? Because we throw out these numbers because we want to scale hard and we want to make all this money, but what are your goals? What do you actually want to do with your life? Because your life is not anybody else's, and it's easy to fall into the comparison trap with other people saying, hey, I'm not making as much money as X, Y, and Z, this person, that person. In all reality, it really doesn't matter. It matters what your goals are and what your vision of your life is, because you have one life. Live it your way and live it the way that you want to live, right? So if it's $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 a month, whatever that is, create a meaningful goal and understand what you're actually working towards, right? Because it's easy, the financial freedom, it's easy to say all these things and stability, but practically, what does that look like for you? And that'll help you actually stay in it and be willing to go through the hard, because to get to that goal, it's probably going to be harder than you think, and it's probably going to take a little bit longer than you probably think right now. So if you're able to set your expectations high, and set it in a long time horizon, you're going to be able to accomplish that. Okay. Now, so how do you actually accomplish those goals and actually reach your fullest potential? It's creating daily inputs. And so backtracking from those outputs that you want to create in your life, the 10, 20, 30, $100,000 per month in income, it's being able to project those goals and say, okay, what are the daily actions I need to do to make it unreasonable for me not to hit those goals? So if you're wanting to make $20,000, $30,000 a month, here are the metrics that I teach my community that I want to share with you. I want to pull back the curtain. I want to share just full transparency with you guys, because it's really not easy. But this is how Gonzalo went from had his first $20,000 a month. This is how Chase was able to scale from $5,000 to $26,000. This is how Max was able to scale close to $20,000 in 5 days, right? This is how I was able to do it in 1 week too, multiple times. This is how Austin was able to scale from $8,000 to $20,000. So I'm giving you guys the framework. I'm giving you guys the exact way to think so you can go out and crush it and build a massive business that's wildly profitable in the life insurance business. So the daily metrics, 3 things that you need to be hitting every single day. You don't need to hit all of them. You have to hit one of these though. And this is required, right? If you want to have success, because the freedom comes when you create boundaries in your life and you actually work. Because right now you're probably saying, hey, I work 60, 70 hours a week. I can't work anymore. But when you actually audit your time within 15-minute increments, you're probably not working as much as you think you are. So leverage, the thing you're missing right now is leverage. So get more leverage in your business, make more dollars per hour, actually work when you're on the clock, right? When you can literally work 8 to 5 or 9 to 4 and still make $20,000. I see it multiple times, and I've done it as well. So what do we need to do? We need to track the metrics. Here's the 3 things that you need to hit, all right? Either 350 dials, 5 presentations, or 2 sales. If you hit one of these every single day, you are bound to succeed, especially when you're working hot leads like how we generate in the community and how I help agents with. You're going to be crushing it. But generate your own leads. This is the way and path to success. You might be thinking, dude, 350 dials, that is a lot of dials. If you really practically break it down, because I got to grab my phone here, is 350 dials is, and you say you're working 8 hours, 43 dials per hour. That is more than reasonable for you to be able to hit your goal. That is probably dialing like not as much as you should, right? You're triple dialing. You should be able to dial every 3 people every 2 minutes or so, right? It takes less than a minute to actually make a dial. So that's what I would say for you guys. Like, make sure you guys are hitting these metrics every single day. Now, the second thing is once you're starting in the industry or starting a new lead or you're starting to generate your own leads, think in 45 to 90-day cycles. And so I say, hey, the way that you're able to really call big shots in your business and really understand if something's working or not at the core of it, and if you need to scale, whatever you need to do, is checking in 45-day cycles. What do I mean? So today's February 16th. What do you do from here? Well, you actually want to, if you sold a policy today and you sold it for the draft date's the 3rd, you're probably not going to get paid till the 3rd or the 10th, because some carriers will pay out 10 days or 7 days after the initial withdrawal. So what do you need to do? Practically, that'll take that you'll probably get paid in about 3 to 4 weeks, that policy. But that doesn't mean that you didn't work today. And so when you're just starting out, starting at 0 is the hardest thing because you're starting with no momentum. If you have some momentum, it's easier to keep it going. That's why I say going from 0 to 10,000 is the hardest thing to do because you have no momentum, no residuals, no nothing. You're starting at ground zero. So typically it takes 2 to 4 weeks to actually start seeing commissions come in daily. And then from there, it's just scaling up. Throughout this time, right, this 45-day cycle where you're starting to see cash flow, some banks, some money's coming in at that point, and you really see the full effect of the cash flow that have come in from that, or has come in from that 30 to 45 days that you have worked. Track your data. I cannot emphasize enough for you guys, track your data. This is how you are able to take the E out of emotion. This is how you're able to actually strategically look at your business and analyze it, right? A saying that we have in our community is, what problem are we trying to solve, right? So ask yourself that question constantly. What problem am I trying to solve in my business? So I'm able to take the emotions out of it and I can scale to the next level, because we believe in the theory of constraints, right? You have to be able to scale to the next level. And the way you do that, the reason why you're not at $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month right now is because there's a bottleneck. There's a constraint. There's a problem right now. And once you solve that, you scale to the next level. So when you have the data, the more data, the better, because that allows you to make strategic and smart decisions so you can scale to that next level. And so right now, you're whatever amount of money you're making right now, there's a problem, right? You don't have as much leverage, but there's a problem that you need to solve. So you need to figure out, why am I not making $20,000 a month? For me, I'm asking myself, why am I not making $100,000 a month? Well, I need to do more presentations. I need to do more dials, whatever it is, based on the numbers, I'm able to call strategic shots. If my closing ratio is down, I need to figure out, okay, the why questions, I need to hammer those down, make sure that I'm building pain, building urgency. On the back end, am I overcoming the think about it? Am I overcoming the partner objections? Am I overcoming money and fear objections? Am I overcoming these things? Because if I am, then I can scale to the next level, because doubling my closing rate, doubling my profit just from that. When you're at 10 to 20,000 a month, there's no silver bullet. There's going to be 1,000 golden BBs. So what do I mean? How do you scale to that next level? It's not going to be a shiny new thing. It's going to be like 100 different things optimized a little bit so that overall leads to a double or triple in income. So if you have more AI automations, you have an AI chatbot, if you can get a 5% increased contact rate from the chatbot on 100 leads, well, that's 5 more people. If you can present to say 10% more people, if you're able to close at a 10% higher rate, if you're able to close an average of $50 or $100 more AP per sale, if you're able to get more level business than guaranteed issue business, this is how you win. This is how you succeed, is by using these small things and just one, like it's a little dial at a time. Okay, I solved, like I dialed this up a little bit. I got better at this. I optimized that. Overall, your business will start optimizing so you can double, triple, 4x your business. And it's not a shiny object. It's not a new thing. It's doing what you're doing right now that is working and doing more of it and doubling, tripling, quadrupling that so that you can get more output for the inputs that you're doing. Because what leverage is the discrepancy between inputs and outputs. So if you get small inputs, but you get high outputs, that is high leverage. So what you want to do is you want to have AI working in the background. You want to have a CRM working in the background so you can be working or bring resolution to the leads and getting more answers and responses without having to work more. Because working more will not make you more money at the end of the day. It just really won't. So all this to say, you need more leverage in your business. Take the E out of emotion so you stay in motion. And then most importantly, track your data and make sure that you're hitting one of those 3 metrics, right? $350, 5 presentations, or 2 sales, because that ultimately will lead to, as I'm calculating this right now, let's see. Okay, so this is 350 times 5, say for example, that's $1,750 a week. Are you doing that, right? Are you doing 5 times 5? Are you doing 25 presentations? These are the magic numbers. Are you doing 10 sales a week, right? All that should lead to get closer to your goal. All these little metrics that you track lead towards the end result. So you have all of your emphasis on the inputs, so the outputs just start coming towards you. And then you're going to be making more money, and the money is going to be flowing faster than you think it, like than you could ever think of and dream of. So I want to see you guys succeed. I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys take it to the next level. I want to see you guys really see it through, have the proper expectations, because there are going to be weeks that you don't make any money. And that's okay, because as long as you're working and doing the inputs, the outputs will come. The only way that you fail is by quitting. So do not quit. Make yourself decide in your head, decide in your mind, decide in your heart that you are going to make it, that you're the chosen one, that you are going to be the one that does scale your business, that is able to help tons of people, that you are able to make the massive impact that you were called to do, that God put on your heart to do, that He created you to do, because you got this. I believe in you. There's so many other people that do believe in you, and I bet you could probably think of 5 to 10 different people that believe in you as well. This industry is hard. This industry is stressful at times. It's full of ups and downs. It's full of like inconsistency at times. But once you get your metrics dialed, once you get the data tracked, you can scale to the moon. And I want to see you guys scale to the moon so we could have, I don't know, a party up there. Anyways, want to see you guys win. Want to see you guys succeed. By the way, community drops here in a few days. Going to be crazy. It's completely free, by the way. The free side, it's the light version of the paid community. But if you want to join, absolutely free. There's going to be support calls. There's going to be tons of mentorship training for you to be able to scale your business completely for free. Link is in the description. It's the Skool group and community. Join that. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.